Well, hello there, and happy Monday to my amazing Leos. All right, Leos, let's get right into it. Let's get into it. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend. Leos, this reading is for the 23rd/24th. It's going to take us out to the end of June. Take us out to the end of June. So, we have a new moon on the 25th, so prepare for that. We're in the new moon phase, even though technically the new moon is on the 25th. The moon is currently in Gemini. When the moon is in Gemini, it can affect your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your bronchial tubes, and also your lungs. So, be mindful of that if you're feeling it in those areas. Maybe you're not nurturing yourselves. And then one way you can do that is to, pray first. Make sure you're nurturing yourselves. Make sure you know what your moon sign is and pour into yourselves. You all rule fifth house. And maybe you're not showing yourself enough TLC, and so just check check where you are, just the energies that you're around. Check the temperature of the energies that you're around. Make sure you're not stressing, you're not allowing other people to stress you out. Fifth house is all about romance, creativity, children, projects, fun, self-expression, hobbies, what makes you feel good. Monday's all into itself, and some parts of the world can be stressful. Make sure you're not letting energy stress you out with their issues and problems. You know what I'm saying? So happy Monday to everybody. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. All right. Start out with I've already prayed over your cards. All of my relationships are harmonious. Speak it into existence. All of them are harmonious. That's right. All of them are harmonious. Right. Put it out in the universe. Put it out in the universe. So if anybody is trying to dump their issues and problems onto you, no sir and no ma'am. Not doing that. Know how to pray for people. Release it in love. Each one teach one. That's what I'm hearing. You teaching people how to pour into themselves. Some people are going to start thinking that you all are making things all about you all, Leos, but you're learning how to teach people how to pour into themselves so that you can focus on you. You cannot pour from an empty cup, Leos. So let's get an angel number here. I want to make sure I give you the questions for the moon in Gemini. Those of you all who have been with me for a number of years, first of all, thank you. I appreciate all the love. Send it right back to you all. If you're new to my channel, welcome. But yeah, for every reading, there are questions. And I pray before I turn the camera on. So I'm going to give you the questions for this reading. So if you want to write them down. Those of you all have been with me. Sometimes you've seen the questions in the, pinned to the top of under the comment section. So if you want to write the questions down, you can. 900 effects. This is your angel number. What you give, you get, right? All that you have sent out into the world has been collected and multiplied and is ready to be sent back to you. So take a moment now to reflect. What realizations have you had in recent interactions with people and places? Journal about a lesson that you've learned and how you plan to use it to grow. So something has come to an end with two energies, right? Cycles have closed out and now you're ready to create something new. You're determined, right? And this color orange right here lets me know that you had a feeling about something. And so source is saying somebody had a feeling that two cycles were, needed to be closed. Two cycles needed to be closed out. And so, yeah. This is where you spend some time out in the sunlight and focus on you. That's right. This is where Leos, I can't even reiterate this enough. Sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra. This is sacral right here, water. This is where somebody needs to get outside in the sunlight, near water, pour into you. Make it about you. Grab a water bottle if you're not near a body of water. If you have to go into the office or whatever, grab your water bottle. Make it about you. All I gotta say about that. Make it about you. 100%. Let whoever think whatever. But make it about you. This is how you're going to, because the moon being in Gemini, The moon in Gemini is playful, it's creative, it's curious, it's interested, it's hungry for life and eager to taste all aspects of life. It's one with the need to explore many paths simultaneously, being guided by what feels most fun, right? It's a time of doing, opening, you know, the portals of manifestation. So go for your dreams. This is the duality of not letting anybody bring you down, drag you into their chaos and confusion, whoever the energies are. So it's like, no. You're a fixed sign, and fixed signs can kind of get fixated on, oh, I wish I was there. I got to be there for this. Nope. Mm-mm. Give it to source. Somebody needs to learn how to give something to source. Here are the questions for you all before we lay the cards out. Do you feel there's an area of your life in need of radical change? Meaning work, your relationship, well-being, home life. Second question, Leos. What is getting in the way of you changing your story? Right? Again, you're making it about you. This is a form of self-care. Third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? Fourth question is, who are the 5 people you could get in touch with who could help you on your journey, on your journey, right? So write those questions down. I will swing back around and ask the questions again. Let's get into it. Let's make it about you, okay? About Leos, right? 3 of Pentacles. Somebody may be listening to some music, while you're kind of getting out in the sunlight, maybe singing to yourself, working out your throat chakra, just having a good time, just making something about you, just listening to some music, something with drums. Music has a way of breaking up the monotony, right? Of just kind of sort of like it, because it's a vibration, just like water, the vibration. Maybe you're singing to your favorite song and just the words of the song. And our bodies are made up of a large percentage of water. Something about whatever songs you're going to be listening to is going to feel very nurturing to you. Maybe it's a favorite Christian song or gospel song, or whatever upbeat something, it's speaking to your soul. But whatever it is having an effect, it's putting energy out into the universe while the sunlight is cleansing you, right? And whatever it is you're speaking out into the universe to cleanse you, that energy is going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you. And so that's how you're going to start disciplining yourselves. That's how you're going to start disciplining yourselves. That's how somebody's going to start speaking to themselves through music. Music is very, very powerful. So if you're listening to something that's always in fight mode, and there's a time and place for all of that, but when those words that you're putting out to the universe, if you're doing that, if you're training for something and you're like, okay, I'm competing for something, but source is like, for you, you're learning how powerful, you're really learning how powerful words are when you're talking about harmonious relationships. And so when you're trying to come into harmony with source inside of you and seeing source inside of everyone else, you're saying, no, I need to come into harmony with that. Right? Princess of Swords. So that's what you're speaking out into the universe. Speaking that out into the universe. I'm coming into harmony and peace with something. Right? Here's the 7 of Wands. So this lets me know that you're defending your decision to move on from something without coming across as defensive. 7. So source is the creator is making sense of something for you. Source is completing something for you. So it's 4 of Pentacles here. And the 4 of Pentacles here lets me know you're going to be more conservative with your time. So something has come through the soil, right? A seed was planted, something has come up through the soil, meaning that whatever seed was planted, something is now coming up, something is growing up through the soil, right? Something is growing up through the soil, right? So you're learning to be more conservative with your time, right? Yep, so here's Justice, right? So, looking at your cards here, the Justice card speaks to seventh house. Seventh house is about marriage. It's about relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires, enemies. And so something of the polarity to that is Aries. We're not talking about an Aries no more than we're talking about a Libra. We're talking about seventh house and first house. So first house would be like personality, temperament, appearance, self-image, first impression, self-awareness, outlook on life. Somebody could have had a first impression, of somebody when they first met them, um, based on a physical appearance when somebody first met someone, right? Or somebody may have a you know, image of you when they first met you, right? Um, Here we have the Eight of Wands here. So Source is saying stay focused, stay focused. Something is happening pretty fast. I feel like some kind of karmic justice is happening fast. Remember, karma and dharma is not really good or bad, right? It really is the energy that we put out into the universe coming back, right? Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't. You feel it, but no one can escape it. Like no one can escape it. But something is happening really fast. I feel like two people could have been in a karmic relationship. Two energies could have been in a karmic relationship, so a lesson needed to be learned. You may have ended a karmic relationship, meaning that you may needed to have learned something from someone. And so somebody may have needed to learn some kind of discipline from you, or you may have needed to learn some kind of discipline from them, right? And just the words that you put out into the universe. So that's why Source is saying to you, be careful with your words. Be very careful with your words. Yeah, here we have the Princess of Cups here. I feel like somebody is taking some kind of trip now. Yeah, because, excuse me, while loved ones, where you may have had loved ones' backs, some loved ones could have been doing something behind your back. Like, for instance, you could have been in a business contract or a romantic relationship or married to someone while they could have been saying something about you behind your back about a certain, group of energies or whatever. But then they turn around and end up in that same type of relationship with someone behind your back. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, somebody may say, oh, um, Leo, don't know who they are because they ended up, marrying, um, someone of a different, spiritual belief or whatever. But then they turn up and the same thing happened to them because they spoke something into existence, right? Oh, they ended up whatever, and they ended up with the same whatever they said they wouldn't do because they were so busy criticizing you. They end up with the same thing, right? And something took off, happened really, really fast. The Source is saying to you, just stay focused, and stay focused. So anyway, something is closed out. You're defending your decision to move on from something, and you're getting as far away from something as fast as you possibly can, right? And pouring into you. Yeah, you're pouring into you. But something I'm hearing about, somebody is talking so bad about, they were talking about somebody. Yeah. So you're moving away from some kind of disappointment about something, or whatever the case. You're moving away from something, but I feel like you're getting on a plane. You're going somewhere. Yeah, you're about to take a trip. You're flying somewhere. You're about to take a trip. You're flying somewhere. Yeah, but something is over. Yeah, something is over. Hmm. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Here's the King of Cups here. So something about someone criticizing you, it seems very hypocritical. Looking at your cards here. This is what I'm looking at here in your cards. This is what I talk about Leos, and just like sometimes take off the super person cape and just kind of sort of be in receiving mode of what people are saying to you, because something seems very hypocritical. Because what's hidden in the death card is judgment, right? Um, and I feel like there were some energies that were so determined to judge you. Hmm. Almost like to a point of like hanging you out to dry by judging you, creating so much illusion and confusion around you in your personal and your professional life. Yeah, here's the Ace of Wands here. Yeah, it's something you don't need to go back to. Yeah, something is happening pretty fast here. Yeah, something is happening pretty quickly here. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, that's why I said, you know what? Somebody needs to get out and take a walk and really, really just heal. Because Three of Swords is really, and somebody take a walk and then start planning a trip or vacation or something. Looking at your cards here. Need some more information source on this. Yeah, and I mean completely and totally heal. Completely and totally heal. Because I'm looking, and just hang in there with yourself and do some things that you love to do. I feel like somebody could be going dancing. Maybe somebody could be going dancing. Just really pouring into themselves and just having a really good time traveling. Let's see what else we got going on here. I feel like you and somebody could be taking a trip together. And so you have some ideas of kind of like where you want to go. You and somebody have some ideas like where you want to go. Let's see. Justice card again. Something was done to create a healthy work-life balance. This seems like, okay, Source is definitely in the midst of this. This is Source really saying that somebody really needed, two energies needed a healthy work-life balance because something was just overwhelming. Something was really, really overwhelming. So it looks like this is a gift from Source. So if Source feels like you're overwhelmed, and so it's like, okay, you need a vacation, and you've been giving it your all. Like somebody was at a point of burnout. Two energies was at a point of a complete and total burnout. Or you may have been at a point of burnout with two energies. And so it says, no, it's time for a vacation. Here's the Six of Wands here. So yeah, so I see you taking a trip. All right. And focusing on your future. Yeah, taking a trip and focusing on future, right? Your 11th house. Your 11th house is about friendships, community goals, hopes, wishes, awareness, humanitarianism, technology, your future, those kind of things. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Deepening. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender. They bring the peace of God. They bring the peace of God. Yeah. Let me see what else is going on here. Yeah, so I do see somebody tossing something into a burning bowl, moving on from something. You have a lot of ideas about, I feel like you have a lot of ideas about possibly someone wanting to kind of sort of, but you're learning how to see something from a higher frequency though. You're learning how to see something from a higher frequency. What's hidden in the death card is also judgment, and also and learning how to rise above judgment and assuming that people are also judging you, and also Tower. Yeah, something was never a competition. Looking at your cards here, Source really wanted somebody to have a healthy work-life balance. So this is really all Source. This is all Source. Yeah, here's the Moon card. What I'm looking at here is that Source is adding clarity to you to learn how to really believe in your dreams again in terms of your work-life balance. Because somebody was just like, I feel like I'm talking to an overgiver, like a person who is just gives so much to a point of just burnout, where Source had to say, no, I need you to relax, because it's really, really affecting your third house. It's affecting your fourth house, and it's affecting your third house, which is your early education, your intelligence, your sibling interactions, logic, reason, communication skills, short trips, hobbies. Like somebody was denying themselves of going on even short trips. Fourth house, family life, home life, sense of security, ancestry, self-care, tradition, inner emotions, maternal figures, pets. I already talked about third house, right? So it's affecting seventh house, relationships, partnerships, business contracts, inner desires. It was almost like a person was an enemy to themselves. Eighth house, it was, affecting just a transformation that Source is trying to help somebody to go through. A first house, people's impression, It was, like I said, it was hidden, almost like somebody was obsessed with putting an energy behind something. And so it's like, no, 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 I need you to cleanse that off. I need you to cleanse that off, and I need you to get on I need you to go somewhere, take a vacation. I need you to relax. Need you to relax. Need you to relax. Seven of Swords. Yeah. Because what was happening here was that someone was overheating to a point that um it was hard for somebody to walk away from something. So Source was actually saving somebody. So somebody was really just thinking, you really want to thank Source. Anything else? Anything else in this reading here? So hopefully those questions have helped. I'm going to just swing back around with the questions. Do you feel there's an area of your life in need of radical change, like work, relationships, well-being, home life? Second question is, what is getting in the way of you changing your story? Third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? Fourth question is, who are the 5 people that you can get in touch with who could help you on your journey? Who could help you on your journey? Life is a gift. Life is unfolding for you. So seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all the noise. Yeah, it's time to cut out all the noise. Starlight. Don't slow down manifestation through hesitation or worry. Keep the faith and create light in the dark. The path in the stars is made by the same energy. Time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. You are complete. You are not broken. Nothing is wrong with you. Don't spend your life fixing problems. Dwell in the beauty of your being. You are enough now and always. Instant manifestation. Soul and mind working together create a dream in the heart. You have nothing to lose. You carry the dream. Your intention is pure. Be ready to receive. Yeah, somebody was trying to get familiar with things too fast. Almost like, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who could have either worked in an organization. If y'all know what I'm talking about, like, you ever work with people who try to rise up in the ranks of an organization too fast. Um, it can actually cause you to have burnout. But you got to get familiar with everything too fast. You don't realize you're neglecting another area of your life or other areas of your life, just trying to rise up too fast. Um, you end up meeting the dark side of yourself, like in a form of another, in your case, another Leo. In your case, you end up meeting another. You could be the highest vibrating Leo, but you'll meet another Leo that's on the low end that will overwhelm you, and you won't see it coming. So just as determined as you are to put the energy in, you'll meet somebody on the low end. It could be their sun or moon sign. You may just be looking at their sun sign, but it could be their moon sign that could snatch you right on down. And you're like, oh my God, you never even saw it coming. And they're already familiar with how you operate because it's a part of them. It's a part of who they are. So what do you want? If you react negatively to the success and joy of others, it's a sign that you want more for yourself. Don't hold yourself back. Expand your comfort zone. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing for you in your cards. Yeah, embodiment. Now is the time to make your mark in the world. You decide what feels right to you. Embody your leadership power and create your world out of your deepest desires. That is what I have. Hopefully this has been helpful. Like I said, um, somebody's money is about to start growing because it's almost like source almost, I don't even want to use the word force, but source is growing your money. I'm talking about like physically growing someone's money, bank account. But somebody was at a point of burnout, at a point of burnout. Liberate yourself. So liberation, the doubts and fears still come up, but you don't believe anymore that they're you. Yeah. All right. that is what I have for you. Get out and get some sunlight, Leos, wherever you are, so that you can have a healthy work-life balance. Healthy work-life balance. Looking at your cards here. Yeah. Somebody is saying that somebody is a great parent. Yeah, somebody is saying somebody is a great parent. Yeah. Somewhere in this reading here, this is really interesting because somewhere in this reading here, it's like it's there's two other fire signs that's been keeping something going. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius has been keeping something going to a point of this burnout, like keeping some kind of competition going on to a point of burnout. Hmm. Yeah, something about this energy, and these are family members that's just keeping a bunch of chaos and confusion going on. Um, so that's why Source had to step in. Source had to, well, Source has always been in the midst of this, but when someone goes into being in receiving mode and you go on travel, something is getting ready to start really making a lot of sense to you. Yeah, something is getting ready to make a lot of sense to somebody when somebody starts going on vacations and trips. It's like a whole new world is going to open up to someone. Something is going to make a lot of sense because I feel like somebody has been fed a lot of lies about something because this is why so much energy is here. And somebody's getting ready, a whole new world is about to open up. Things are still, I feel like somebody is still learning something, but you're free. You're free of something. Some things are still unraveling. Some things are still unraveling. But anyway, that's what I have for you. Enjoy your day. A lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. So focus on that. A lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. Focus on that. But yeah, put good energy out into the universe if that's what you want to come back. Put good energy out into the universe. All right. Bye.